Grace and Daniel had been married for 7 years, and in all those years, love never left their home. Their small house at the edge of town was filled with laughter, shared meals, and whispered prayers in the quiet hours of the night. Every Sunday, they sat side by side in the wooden pews of their church, hands intertwined, eyes closed in faith. They prayed earnestly for a child. Grace longed to hear the sound of tiny feet on their tiled floors. Daniel would hold her afterward and say, "God's time is perfect." But Daniel carried a secret heavy in his heart. Before his marriage to Grace, he had been involved with another woman named Lydia. The relationship never truly ended. In fact, Lydia had given birth to a child, a little boy she claimed was Daniel's. Daniel had supported her quietly, keeping both relationships separate, telling himself it was only temporary. He convinced himself he was protecting Grace from pain. As the years passed and Grace remained childless, the pressure grew. One evening, after Grace cried herself to sleep, Daniel sat beside her and gently suggested adoption. "Perhaps," he said softly the next morning, "God wants us to give love to a child who already needs parents." Grace's eyes lit with hope. "If that is His will, I will love that child with all my heart." Daniel felt both relief and guilt twist inside him. Without telling Grace the truth, he arranged to adopt the little boy from Lydia, disguising the process as a formal adoption through private channels. Grace believed they had found a child in need. She embraced the boy with a love so pure it made Daniel's chest ache. For a while, their home felt complete. The boy's laughter filled the rooms Grace had once cried in. She thanked God every night. Soon after, Daniel suggested they relocate abroad for better opportunities. He claimed it would give their son a brighter future. Lydia insisted on coming too, under the pretense of helping settle the paperwork. Once overseas, Daniel kept the arrangements hidden from Grace, saying Lydia was only assisting with logistics before returning home. But truth has a way of surfacing. While abroad, Daniel began noticing inconsistencies, dates that didn't match, medical records that raised doubts. He decided to conduct a paternity test quietly. When the results came back, the ground beneath him seemed to disappear. The boy was not his biological child. Shocked and furious, Daniel confronted Lydia. "You lied to me," he said, his voice trembling. "You let me build a life on a lie." Panicked and cornered, Lydia reacted unpredictably. The argument escalated. Neighbors heard shouting, and the police were called. After investigations uncovered forged documents and fraudulent claims connected to the child's identity and adoption process, Lydia was arrested. The courts later found her guilty of serious offenses tied to deception and falsification of records. She was sentenced to prison and eventually deported back to her home country to serve her sentence under international legal arrangements. The scandal shattered Daniel's carefully built double life. Grace, devastated by the betrayal not only of the hidden relationship, but of the entire adoption built on lies, left Daniel. The pain of his deception cut deeper than the childlessness ever had. In time, Grace rebuilt herself. She focused on her career, regained her confidence, and slowly healed. During this period, she met Michael, a widowed businessman known for his generosity and integrity. Unlike Daniel, Michael was transparent and steady. He admired Grace's resilience and treated her with the respect she had always deserved. Their relationship blossomed into a partnership built on honesty. Soon, Grace discovered she was expecting a child. When she held her newborn in her arms months later, tears streamed down her face, not of sorrow this time, but of fulfillment. The joy she once begged for in prayer had finally come, though not in the way she had imagined. Daniel, meanwhile, was left alone with the weight of his choices. He had sought to solve one lie with another, believing he could control the outcome. Instead, he lost the very woman who had loved him faithfully. In the end, Grace understood something profound. Sometimes unanswered prayers are not denials, but protection. And sometimes, what feels like delay is simply life guiding us toward a better promise.